not trying to put a rush on you. I had to let you know that I got a crush on you.
Okay. What's up, people? Okay. So, Instagram already cut us because I'm playing music and they banned DJs from playing. Well, you know, when someone tells me no, obviously I'm like, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play my own records until 5 when Karen jumps on. And some stuff that's unsigned and brand new that I don't think will get cut. If we get cut, I'm jumping on at 5 with Karen to do the interview anyway. And I'm going to play some tunes and chat to Karen about styling and being a mum. So don't go anywhere, but I'm just warning you, Instagram and Facebook have banned all DJ broadcasts now. Unless it's like some big sponsored event. So yeah, I'm going to play my own records on my own record label and a couple of tunes like this one that I don't think are signed yet, they're brand new. And then hopefully we won't get cut. We've only got 10 minutes until Karen joins.
Come on, now they cooling up the blower. Never used to holler.
This one is a big tune
Now the thing turn up.
by my friend Fonzarelli. Get into it, it's good.
Them man never used to rape man. Take away yourself a dirty pagan. From my bishop to one popping up my collar, make a quid and make a dollar dodging Satan. Now, free all the guns that fit me. They never know say man a sugar water picnic. See me on the telling and they banging up the selling. Me no want friendship and me no beggy. When them a chatter, I eat that thing that. When them a scatter, I eat that thing that. Get a youth in a one khaki suit and a one clock boot.
Where's my mum's at Rave crew?
Make a move, so no, me do me thing. Hey, me make a tune, so low, me do me thing. Uncle one and a one army. Hey, skipping up and a one up bad army. I'm saying, I've been on the come up, now they cooling up the blower. Never used to holler, now they cooling up the blower. Now the thing turn up, now they cooling up the blower. Now they cool rubber when they cooling up the blower. Oh no, 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 oh no. Me done say them can't see me. Got hedge from lifting up the city. Never to trust them bread and they tune up. And now I bread a tune bustle like bread your tune top. Set trends and flex my profile. These new age brothers are wet with no.
Okay, this is a crazy question.
Want get to know.
I just want to make sure my Instagram didn't skip to one of my other accounts. I got 5 accounts on Instagram for work.
Yo,
Can you just assure me that this is the Moms That Rave one that I'm broadcasting from? Give me a shout, please.
bossy, make them get lift up and that's like trophy. I'm going and I want on me. Hey, skipping up, now wanna bud on me. I've been on the come up, now they cooling up the blower. Never used to holler, now they cooling up the blower. Now the thing turn up, now they cooling up the blower. Now they call me brother when they cooling up the blower.
5 minutes until our guest arrives.
Oh no,
Oh, good. Thanks, Joe.
oh no, oh no, oh no. Now they call me brother when they cooling up the blower.
Does anyone else's Instagram do that where it just switches from one to the other?
Oh yeah, oh yeah me. We now sell out, we now bow. We now sell out, we now bow. Oh yeah me. Oh, we now want a friend from them. We now want a friend from them. Them are them. Oh yeah. We now want a friend from them. We now want a friend from them. Them are them. Oh them.
Okay. Right before Karen comes on, I just want to play you a new tune that we've got coming out soon. Beanie. Wait, I'm going to rewind it. Beanie, which is myself and Status, my brother, featuring Asian Hawk, DMC champion, all-round amazing musician. Get into it.
You take for granted all the chances you're getting. It's just the human condition. Just come along and enjoy the ride. I see you moving, making circles around me. You don't know nothing about me, so come fight up. Just what's getting inside. Don't think that I don't see ya staring right at me in the mirror. Don't think that I don't want ya just because I'm not up on ya. Girl, anything you say, I'll do it. Girl, anything you need, I got it. Girl, anything you want, I'ma get it. Just give it to me.
How you all doing?
Tell me how you want it. Just tell me how you want it.
One of our records,
Just tell me, girl.
I See Ya.
Forgiven for misunderstanding your position. It is a life and you know I know that you've been sinning. Resting in the ether crowd.
How you all doing with the second lockdown?
Come and take a chance at a new life. I know I want to see ya. Don't
Drop me a message. Is it worse or easier than the first time? Because around here, people just living their lives like normal.
think that I don't want ya
London, innit?
because I'm not up on ya. Girl, anything you say, I'll do it. Girl, anything you need, I got it. Girl, anything you want, I'ma get it. Just give it to me. Just tell me how you want it. Just tell me how you want it. Just tell me, girl.
Oh, that sounds luxurious. A beach walk. Where are you?
Don't think that I don't see ya staring right at me in the mirror. Don't think that I don't want ya just because I'm not up on ya.
Oh, yeah, please do drop me a message and tell me where you're tuned in from.
Anything you need, I got it. Girl, anything you want, I'ma get it. Just give it to me. Just tell me how you want it. Just tell me how you want it.
Ramsgate Massive.
Just tell me, girl. Just tell me how you want it.
Okay, we're waiting for Karen to come.
Just tell me, girl.
We're waiting for Karen Williams to come, and then we're going to have a little chat about life, mum life, styling, hopefully some styling tips.
In some other lifetime, I can see the two.
Oh, wait. Let me rewind the tune. Someone on here, oh, Karen, there she is. So, someone on here is a teacher. Oh my gosh, you guys deserve all the medals. All the teachers, all the nurses, all the doctors, all of you guys deserve all the medals. We love you. We're going to let Karen in the chat now. Karen. No! Okay, let me rewind this tune. Hey.
Hello, my love. How
Oh,
are you?
you can hear you loud and clear. Excellent.
Yes.
Okay. Listen, I'm not going to put music on in the background, I think. Or should I? I shouldn't, right?
I'm going to have to put a filter on here because I look horrific.
Oh,
there you
I've
go.
got all the lighting, but no filter. So we've got one each.
Yeah, well, I've got the lighting, but I've just set it up wrong. Don't know what I'm doing. So, yeah.
So
How are
thanks
you,
so
love?
much for coming on.
You're
Just
so
to get rid of
welcome.
my headphones and get comfortable.
But I'm worried about the timing. I mean, I think everyone's watching the elections.
Well, we've been watching it for like 300 days now.
Got a winner.
The last 3 days has been like exhausting, so I'm sure people will be tuned into us rather than them. We're far more interesting.
Very true.
So, thanks so much for coming on our first Rave and Chat.
You're
I
very
was
welcome.
just saying, can everyone hear us okay?
I can hear you good. I can
Can
hear
everyone
you.
hear us both? Because I know I've got a microphone, so it might be that I am louder, and I'll turn myself down a bit.
Fine. There you go. Hold on. There you go.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's better. Okay. So, how have you been doing?
I've been really well. I don't know, there's something that I'm looking forward to regarding this lockdown. I don't know what it is. I think I had such a good first lockdown.
Yeah.
Until Black Lives Matter happened. And then it went tits up. And then, but you know, I really set my intentions for the last lockdown, and I wanted to make a few changes in my life. And I felt like I really enjoyed that, and I just got into it, got on with my fitness, and it's just more of the same, really. So
I saw you working out like a crazy person, which was very inspiring. I watched on my phone. I feel like I lost calories watching you.
I know. The thing is, right, I had a really bad shoulder. I literally, before lockdown, I could not move the shoulder. I had, what was it? I can't remember the name of it, but I could barely move it. I was just like that.
I remember when you came to Mum's at Rave, you were like in a lot of pain and you still showed up.
Exactly. Well, you've got to get on with it, haven't you? You've got to push through the pain. This is the thing, guys. So I just thought, you know what? With this lockdown, I can either sit on the couch and make this arm worse and then just really not be able to move by the end of it, or I can get moving. I mean, bearing in mind, I really hadn't done exercise for absolute years. So this was I was really putting myself out of my comfort zone, getting in the garden, going live with people and just getting on with it. But yeah, and I'm really enjoying the journey, actually. So
wow. Well, I kind of feel similar now as well. I'm just taking it as it comes every day.
Absolutely.
Every day. Just small steps every day and just try and do something that makes you a little bit happier.
Absolutely.
Like for me, it's like having a little routine, walking my dog, getting fresh air, and you know, just little things really. Like I got a leopard print doormat that makes me happy every time I go out.
That would make me happy.
Yeah. So I'm going to jump right in with questions of what I've got here. The first thing I wanted to do was really talk about who you are and what you do, because some people might not know. I've followed you for ages, but some people might not be aware of like the absolute don that you are. So do you want to just say like what you do mostly?
Yeah, so I'm Karen Williams. So I've been a stylist for like 22 years, 23 years, probably more. You know, I've stopped counting now, counting the years. But yeah, I've been a stylist for a long time. So I feel like I've really come full circle with my whole career. I started off in print in teenage magazines, I don't know if anyone remember Ms. Magazine, but I was at Fashion Beauty. Can you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was Fashion and Beauty editor of that. And yeah, so I think, I don't know, I feel like I've come full circle in that I've done lots of different things within my career. You know, at one point I would call myself a celebrity stylist just because I've styled a lot of celebs. You know that I did a program called 100% Hotter a few years back. I think it's on Netflix because in lockdown there was just loads of people contacting me because of 100% Hotter. It was on Channel 5 and it's now on Netflix. So yeah, but right now I'd say that I mean, I can't do much at the moment because you're not allowed to really see people, but...
Yeah, but hang on a minute, you've still been doing the most.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess what I've been doing is I've been dressing up myself, doing my little fashion videos for inspo for people. But what's a little bit frustrating about that is that, you know, at the end of the day, yes, I've been dressing myself up and talking about fashion and, you know, giving ideas. And I'm a resident style consultant for Marie Claire now because of it within lockdown, funny enough. But what I really miss and what I really do is style people. So
Yeah.
it's really difficult because obviously I'm the size I am, I'm the body shape I am, but I'm sort of not being able to kind of like, you know, get my hands on people and style them and work my magic on them. And that's really at the heart of what I like to do. I like
It's kind of like, I guess with DJs, we've been doing lives like this, but I don't have interaction with crowds, which is really weird. So it's the same thing, like you miss that human kind of element to it.
Yeah.
And meeting different people and seeing different people.
I mean, yeah, it must have been so hard for you.
Just weird, really, but it's fine. You know, when you've been doing things as long as we have, you just kind of think, okay, what can I do next, kind of thing, to get and try and stay positive, you know?
Exactly, and that's all I'm doing really. You know, I feel like, you know, I love doing my little fashion videos. I think I've got a Jean Eddy.
Ooh! Can you see that? Biden won, it says.
Yeah, this is what I was trying to say to you earlier, but you didn't hear. I'm saying, but we've got a winner now, but you won't
because there's a delay on my messages for some reason. It always happens like that.
Yeah, he's won.
South East London, mate.
Yeah, so that's, I'm thinking, you know, people are probably, their heads are probably still in that.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, but
well, to be honest, yeah, you should be tuned into us anyway. So how did you really get into styling originally?
well, I studied fashion. I got a degree in fashion and footwear. That's my other thing that I love. I love footwear. I love shoes.
Me too.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of work experience whilst I was at uni, and I knew I wanted to be a fashion editor. So as soon as I left uni, I did my work experience at all the magazines. And that's what I was going to say, why I feel like I've come full circle, because I actually did work experience at like Marie Claire and Cosmo and places like that. And at the time, I really felt like I didn't fit in because I'm sort of like working class, you know, mixed race. And I just felt that it just wasn't, I loved it and I did well then. I got great references, but I always felt a little bit, I wouldn't say intimidated, but I would say that I felt like I didn't fit in, which is why I didn't fit into their narrative. And now...
Was it very much like white upper middle class chicks at that time, like blonde chicks at that time?
Yeah. Actually, not just blonde. Not just
There's
blonde.
a lot of them though.
But yeah, exactly. It was like that. And as confident as I am and was, you know, when you've not got any money because you've just come out of uni and you want to look stylish, you think you look stylish until you rock up and everyone's got their gear on, and you know, and that's why it's really important to kind of have that inner confidence and to know oneself. And I think that is what this thing's done at the moment, this whole kind of lockdown. It's helping people connect to themselves a bit more, which I'm all about.
Yeah, which some people have found extremely challenging and other people have embraced, right? And the thing I wanted to say on that point was, I know a lot of people with a lot of money that can't dress for shit. And I know people that have got things from Primark, like I'll watch Khalees go on stage in a little Primark outfit and make it look $1 million because she styles it in a certain way. So that's the skill, isn't it?
But again, that is a confidence. You know, that is a confidence. And when you're going into a new environment and you're building that confidence in the area that you want to be in, and you don't feel like you're fitting in, it can kind of like...
Oh, totally. 100%. Especially when you're younger. Do you think your style has got better, like more confident with age as well?
I don't think so. You know, I think I've always been all right. When I look back, when I was younger, I was much more expressive and much more, because the London scene sort of 25 years ago, like I was going to West London, hyper. You know, I was.
Yeah, me too.
Exactly, I can imagine you. We would have been best friends.
Yeah, we definitely would have.
I'm much more conservative now. I haven't got my Sky News keeps coming out. I'm much more conservative now, whereas when I was sort of like 18, 19, 21, I was Red or Dead, you know, when it was quite underground, you know, just really, really expressing myself. I loved that.
Amazing.
I actually think it's quite boring now. Everyone kind of like... You can just
but what would you say your signature style is now then?
Well, I would say that I'm leaning more to the classic side. I mean, look at me now. It's just a bit more classic, isn't it?
You do look like you've just got off a yacht in Saint-Tropez. Which I appreciate.
I would say classic, but I follow two rules with my styling. It's either got to be quite classic or it's got to be fashion forward. That's where I am. I'm one of the two, and then I mix them.
I love that.
With the fashion forward, yeah, and a little bit.
A little bit what? Sexy was that?
It's got to be a bit sexy. I've got to give it the Karen sexiness spin.
Well, I always try to wear man repeller clothes. I love a man repeller outfit, and it seems to do the opposite. I'm like, if you can pull in a man repeller outfit, it's absolutely game over, mate. So yeah, I do see you, like, I look at what you wear and I'm like, oh my God, she looks so polished and put together. That is the lady I would like to be one day. But this is me, and I can never quite get that. Like, Khalees calls it Nicola, because if I wear like a Ferragamo shoe and a camel jumper, she's like, oh, Nicola's here today.
That is so funny. Well, at least it's not Karen. Do you know what I mean?
But yeah, I dream of having your kind of like classic take on things one day, but I just always seem to like sling on a friggin' bamboo earring and one too many accessories. You know, when other people say take one accessory off, I'm like, add an accessory. Keep adding.
But you have to do you, and you clearly feel comfortable in that place. And it's, you know, style is about feeling comfortable and confident in where you are. So
100%.
And that is you. So it wouldn't be you if you didn't have that extra accessory on. So keep doing it.
Yeah, for sure. What advice would you give to a mum, because it is mums that rave after all, who might have lost their mojo with their sense of style? You know, it happens, doesn't it?
Well, actually, that is exactly kind of, I would say that I really like to talk to those people on my channel, even though sometimes I think I don't do it very well, because it's quite difficult to kind of, you know, every day you could just do a million things on your channel and you can get a bit lost with your voice. But that mum who's lost her way, that is who I'm desperate to get my hands on again. And I'm sure at some point I'm going to have another program. I'm going to have my own show with something like that, because that is kind of like, you know, I'm a mum, you know, I love fashion, so I don't think I ever completely would lose it, but there has definitely been times that I have lost my way with kind of like, I just can't get it together, I just don't look great. And I think, you know, if you're not into fashion, sometimes hard for you to work it out yourself. Sometimes you have to just get a bit of advice from someone who lives and breathes that every day. Like, I'm just rubbish at putting a playlist together. I'm just not, I love it, but I just can't, like, I'm just not a very good DJ. Do you get what I mean? I'd need someone, you'd need to come in and get the party started for me, because I wouldn't be able to do it.
I guess as far as that goes, with the way I envisage things, is my brain thinks like, it will think about you know, like 10,000 records at a time, and then narrow it down to what I think I would play for each situation. And I can do it within about, if someone gave me a brief of like, right, you've got to go to Peru and play to this kind of crowd, I'd be like, okay, what are they wearing? What do they look like? What age group? And I'd have it. So it's kind of similar, really. And I think in visuals all the time as well. So yeah, I think I get it. I totally get what you're saying about.
To answer your question a bit more solidly, I would say with the mums that before lockdown, I was actually doing more personal consulting. So
have we lost Karen? Karen, come back, come back. Oh no, I think she's frozen. Let me see what I can do about this.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, what I'm saying. So yeah, to give you more of a solid answer to that question, because I went round
Yes.
a bit. I like to, so when I see clients, I like to start them off simple. Because generally, when people have lost their way or lost their mojo, it's bigger in their heads than what they think it is. So I start them off simple, you know, get their shapes right, get their basics right, that will kind of, so they've got some everyday.
So would you say like a good jean, first of all, and then?
Yeah, I mean, I stick everyone in a white jean. Everyone who goes in a white jean. And they're always really surprised that they can wear white jeans. You know, I've had, you know, a lot of my clients are size 18, size 20, and they all leave in a white jean. But yeah, so we start off simple and then we build their style. So you don't just like overwhelm yourself. You just, and it's, you know, it's only a few little nicks, you know, it's only a little bit of, you know, it's nothing dramatic, but it's just having that eye and having that confidence. You know, someone like me to give you that confidence to kind of like look at yourself and digest it and work it all out.
So what would you say would be a good, like if someone's struggling and they're thinking everyday basics, what about a school run outfit? What would you say is like something that could be one size fits all? Like say if you had to pick like the bottoms, the top, a jacket, what would you advise?
Well, see, the thing is, I've actually written a blog post on why I dress up for the school run. So I don't know if I'm the right.
Me too.
I don't know if I'm the right person to ask about this, because to be honest with you, I could absolutely range personally from wearing. I love dressing up, but at the same time, if I'm not in the mood and I'm busy, I will go as I am, teeth not brushed, hair not brushed, in the Uggs.
I don't believe it.
I promise you. You ask people around my way, but equally, I think there's nothing wrong with, you know, if the school run's all you've got going on for that day, or that's what you do, and that's the only time you're getting out, then I think, you know, you should look fabulous. You know, a nice pair of jeans, a little blazer, a little, well, it depends what vibe. I think, you know what, if your face looks nice and your hair looks nice, you can pretty much wear anything.
I always say that. I say that when I go on stage. I'm like, if I've got a red lip and the hair, even if I'm running on stage from like the tour bus, as long as the hair's done and I've got a red lip, I can pretty much get away with it.
So it's finding that thing that makes you feel fabulous. You know what I mean? And I think if we feel nicer in the face and the hair, you know, we can kind of work on the outfit after. But I don't know if there's a one size fits all. I mean, because I would wear a tracksuit. I'd wear a pair of jogging bottoms.
Me too.
To the
Some
school.
days I go to school and I'm like Easy E from NWA. And some days I go as like a lady that lunches from Chelsea.
Exactly.
It just depends how I feel.
I think you just got to have a bit of fun with it and just enjoy it, enjoy dressing up, enjoy looking good, enjoy being fabulous. That's my motto.
And also, I feel like because we've been locked down most of the year, like I work at home, so I always feel mentally better if I get dressed up, even if I'm just staying at home and doing emails, or I'm jumping on Instagram, or I'm doing a DJ live or whatever. I will still make an effort to dress up because there's something mentally about not staying in the same clothes and like loungewear that just makes me feel more peppy and ready to take on the world. And it's the same with the school run, I think.
Yeah, I think it's really, I actually would encourage people, if they can, to dress up for the school run. Maybe not every day, but certainly if you don't dress up at all for the school run, I would challenge you and encourage you to dress up twice a week, you know, and show up for yourself.
That's a good one. Show up for yourself. I love that. That's very Mums at Rave. So we were talking a little bit about how you've stayed happy and positive this year. What would be your top 3 tips for people if they're struggling a little bit? Mine would be have a dance. Yeah. Because I think it's really important. Like, listen to your favourite music and have a little dance. Or music is such a mood lifter, isn't it?
Oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, pretty much the same, really. I'd say for me at the moment, because I've got so much into the exercise and got moving, I would say, you know, sometimes I wake up and, you know, you just feel all out of sorts. You just feel odd. You just, in the inside, you just feel weird, and you just feel a bit strange and a bit insecure and just a bit weird. I just think, oh my goodness, I'm so glad I've got my class to do today, because when you start moving and shaking it all about, you do feel differently after. You know, even if, I mean, when I started my exercise, I was so unfit, I could only do 6 minutes, you know, 6 minutes at a time. So even if you start just, you know, 6 minutes at a time. And the thing that I do, the reason why I love it so much, I'm going to plug her now, Kira London, is because she plays great music whilst we're working out.
Excellent.
And that, for me, so I feel like I've got the double bubble. So I'm doing the exercise. And
you feel like you've been to a rave?
Yeah, but I feel like I'm raving because the music's so good.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that's really worked for me. But the other one I would say that's really, really helped me keep massively positive is the meditation. I've really got into meditating over the lockdown, like on another level. I love it so.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
I've tried so many times to meditate, and it just will not. I tried to get hypnotized once. I was just sitting there going, when is this going to happen? Like, literally cannot switch my brain off in that way. But it's fine, because I take a lot of time where I'm like actually quite on my own. I like being on my own. I do a lot of like calm things and take time out and stuff. So I feel like maybe I don't have to meditate. It's the one thing I've never been able to do.
Well, I would disagree, because I'm quite a, like my brain, I've got really bad concentration span. If you bump into me in a club and there's a tune on, I won't be able to have a conversation with you because I'm just a bit all over the place. So I definitely would say I am the sort of person that finds it quite hard to concentrate, and possibly if I hadn't connected with this person, this spinning chakras, that I do twice a week, but it's guided. So she kind of tells you what to do, and you kind of drift into a bit of a sleep as well.
That's nice.
Yeah. So I mean, and she gets you thinking, and she gets you setting the intention. So you actually, you've got work to do. You're working.
Oh, there's a guy that I started following recently called Chris Corsini, and he does the same thing, and he also does them on like the full moon and the new moon. And he makes you set intentions, and he's hilarious and just a big personality. So I absolutely love him. But yeah, he was doing like quick meditations for people, and that one I could kind of get into because, like you say, it was guided.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me try this.
To be honest, I must admit, I don't do much unguided meditation. I do just guided meditation at the moment. I have to be told what to do and kind of sat down and, you know, strapped down. But yeah, so the meditation, the exercise, and for me, the last one's got to be dressing up. I just absolutely love dressing up. That makes me feel good. It's about finding your passions and getting and doing, you know, finding things that you love. To
yeah,
get you
it's true. Like leopard doormats, right?
Doormat.
So talking about raving and dancing, what is your raving history like? Do you still go raving? Did you used to rave a lot back in the day? We probably went to all the same spots, but yeah, tell us about that. Like, how important is raving and music being in your life?
Well, first of all, I can't believe that we've not met. We hadn't met before, like, the last year. I find that
we've got a lot of friends in common and stuff I've seen. People you know, I know.
Yeah, I find it nuts that we haven't met. So my raving, right? So hopefully my children are not watching this. They're 14, but like I was raving from 14.
Me
so,
too.
Yeah, I've been through all the scenes. So I've been like the Summer of Love, you know, all the raves, like out in the sticks, Energy and Sunrise and all that. I was at all of those. And I just think because I'm a Londoner, an East Londoner, I think I've gone through it all. You know, I've gone through the jungle, the house, the garage, the hip hop. You know, I've really.
Me too.
Yeah, that's why I can't believe that we haven't met.
I know, because I reckon you probably used to go Hanover.
Oh, Hanover
Grand.
on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, I used to spin there.
Oh, did you?
And what about
Subterranean on a Friday night.
Yeah, Subterranean used to spin there as well. Sometimes I was one of the only women that spun there, actually.
Really?
There's been so many, like, raving wise, like I used to go from, like you said, I came in at the tail end of the big raves, but I lived in Hertfordshire, so we used to just jump in people's car and go off and find raves in the middle of the countryside. And you drive to like South Midlands service station and you had to go to a phone box. Do you remember?
Yeah.
You'd have someone in the phone box, you'd ring a number and they'd tell you where you had to meet the convoy of the cars. And you just drive into the middle of nowhere. Like, it was crazy.
How much fun and how free were we?
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing.
It's like a different, it's like we are living.
Even the 90s in like Soho and all around there, like the Saint and Denim and all those places that I used to go to, like the bougie little spots would have amazing DJs, and the 10 rooms and China Whites and all those. It was so much fun.
I loved it. Yeah. So I mean, I don't really go out very much now. I mean, I don't. Yeah, it's just I probably stopped raving about properly about 9 years ago or something. I don't know. I don't really go out, but I go out every now and then. But I'm always the last one to leave. I love dancing.
Well, when I invited you on the panel at Mums at Rave, we hadn't even started yet, and I put on a record just in the background, and you were on the dance floor straight away.
I had a bad shoulder, didn't I? I had to leave.
Yeah.
Bad that night, yeah.
But for sure, like, that's the reason why Mums at Rave is a thing, really, is for people like you that might not necessarily want to go raving all the time, but do want to come and have an absolutely blinding night every now and again. And, you know, panel chats with other women and make new friends and still feel like you're very in a safe space in a club, which is really important, because a lot of people don't feel like they can go out on their own. I've been raving on my own a lot, but, you know, if I want to see a certain DJ, I would just rock up on my own. Or, you know, like my whole career I've been DJing, just rocking up to clubs on my own.
Yeah.
So it was not a big thing for me, but I know like a lot of people feel away, and a lot of people aren't ready to hang up their raving shoes. Do you know what I mean? Just because they're mums.
But but our generation and underneath our generation, like younger, I just think we're different. I just think we just have younger spirits. Like we're not subscribing to kind of like, oh, you're too old to do this or too old to do that. We do what we want nowadays. Like we're all just blending into one. We're all just kind of supporting each other, no matter how old you are. You know, I've got one of my such good friends. I think I'm probably 20 years older than her. I'm old enough to be her mum for sure. But we're kind of the same. Like I'm a bit older, younger, but we just.
And you know what? That's part of the reason why I will never ever, unless it slips out somewhere, mention someone's age. If I'm doing an interview with someone or I'm posting like a dope mum on this page or whatever, I never put their age because I just don't think it matters. You know, like women are always in newspapers, they always have Jennifer Lopez 50 or whatever it is. It's always like that with women. And I just think, why are we still doing this? No one gives a toss how old men are. Do you know what I mean? But it's always the woman and then her age and then what she's done. What you could be a Nobel Peace Prize winner and they'll still put 62. Oh, she's looking a bit ropey. Oh, you know what I mean? Like Madonna, all those achievements, and people still be like, her age.
Yeah.
So I think she said something about the music industry. You can do anything you want, just don't ever age. And it's so true. Like, but so yeah, that's my mission with Moms at Rave is like no ageism whatsoever. Don't care how old you are. You could be a young mum, you could be like middle age, old, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're right about that, definitely. Okay, so what would your go-to raving tune be?
Oh my God, I've got so many. You might have to give me a genre.
What if it was garage?
Garage.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've got. Do you know what it is? I've got a horrendous memory.
Oh, me too. If someone puts me on the spot with records, I'm like, oh, no idea. So how about something like bit of Luck and Neat or Monster Boy or Sia?
Yeah, I mean, you know, DJ. I mean, I used to rave at the Coliseum to like, you know, those. But there's some that I just don't know of that are quite underground.
Yeah.
But I love DJ Lucken. I mean, I do play that around the house, and I still would really, really like that. With a little bit of luck, we can make
they're
it.
so fun. Those two are so fun.
That is fun. I do really like that. So yeah. So.
And then what would be your like? Who's your favourite hip hop artist?
I think it would have to be Biggie.
Okay, yeah, good choice. Good solid choice. Solid choice.
Yeah, I think it would have to be Biggie. I mean, there's loads of them, but you know, I just remember when Biggie would drop a tune and one after another, they would just be like, and I remember that summer, you know, young, just finished uni. I just love it. And I still listen to them now, and I just know all the words, and I'm just rapping, and it'd have to be Biggie.
I'm terrible with lyrics, and Biggie's one of the only rappers that I know all his lyrics. I'm shocking when I say all the wrong lyrics on stage with Khalees all the time. She's like, Nikki's singing her own version, the remix. But Biggie, for some reason, all his lyrics stick.
Yeah, but he's quite slow, isn't he? He's quite sort of like, and also I think when we were younger, I think you can pick lyrics up and store them when you were younger. But as you get older, I find that I can't pick up lyrics like I used to. So maybe it's because
I think it's just because there's so much more. Like, I have so much music. I've got about 20,000 records on my laptop. Yeah. And like thousands of records. So yeah, and now I just can't be bothered. I can't, like, Migos, I like them. I love some of their tunes are wicked, but I have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah.
No idea whatsoever. Don't really care.
I have to say though, I am, because I've got 14-year-olds and we listen to Capital Extra. I do like the young stuff. Like some of my friends, like Karen, you just make me laugh how you know like all the words to like you know, like, I love Jay Huss.
Yeah, he's dope.
No, like,
okay, so what I'm going to do now, which is what we do at Mums at Rave when we do them live, is do the quick fires.
Oh God!
You remember the quick fire questions?
I like my heart's beating. Go on.
No, it's not bad at all. Right, so first one: D'Angelo or Dirty Wine?
Oh, okay. D'Angelo.
Well, I mean, how can you not? I love a Dusty Wine though.
Yeah, so do I.
Okay, so snacks with SWV or tea with Alicia Keys?
Oh, it would have to be tea with Alicia.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, I like Alicia.
She has got a lovely vibe to her, hasn't she?
Yeah, very spiritual.
Yeah.
And I just loved that first album that she dropped. I was really, really into that. Although I did WV as well. I mean, I'm so in.
Oh, big tune. All their tunes are good.
Yeah, hard.
Alicia Keys as well. I really like her speaking voice.
Yeah, she's very calming.
Oh, her voice is so nice. Yeah. Okay, so Liquor with Little Kim or Smokes with Snoop?
Well, the thing is, I'm not a smoker, so that's
that would be fun.
I'd be sitting there watching him getting off his head. So,
passively smoking.
I think I'd prefer to be with Snoop. I think I'd prefer to hang out with Snoop than Little Kim. No offense to Little Kim, but she'd probably scare me. She don't look anything like what she used to look like when we first knew her.
Do you know what it is? I've met her once in New York when I was doing this Reebok campaign, and she's really shy. She's quite a shy person, which sounds nuts, but I think she suffers a bit with stage fright and stuff. So what her persona on stage is totally different from her. Like, she's so sweet, and she's tiny. Like, probably came up to here on me. I'm 5'10", but she's really, really small. So you kind of want to, what's the word? You just want to take care of her. Yeah. She's got a lovely vibe.
Well, that's made up my mind now. I've got my own kids. I'm not interested.
Okay, Snoop. Yeah, Snoop all the way. Okay, mini, midi, or maxi?
At the moment, I'd have to go midi. No, mini.
Mini? Ooh, okay.
Yeah, just because I've been working out. Quite like my legs at the moment. Why not get them out?
Get them out, mate. Okay, red lip or smoky eye?
Smoky eye. I'm more of a nude lip girl.
Oh, you do? Yeah, but it goes with all your very chic outfits, doesn't it?
You know what it is with the red? I do like red, but it has to be the right red for me, and it can make me depending on what my face is looking like that day, it just doesn't always go with my skin. No,
I can't wear any reds which have the orange tint to them.
See, I've got
it has to be a pinky red with a little blue in there.
You sure it's red? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you know what I mean when they mix the colours.
Yeah.
Anything with orange just makes me look dead, just horrendous.
And I've got orange under this nude. So
okay.
I think I like more orangey sort of tones. Definitely.
Okay. Good one. Okay, bodycon or baggy?
I'd like to say baggy because I quite like baggy at the moment. But if I'm honest, I like quite tight things. I do. So
it's best to be honest, Karen. It's best to be honest.
Body.
Okay. Hipster or high-waisted?
Oh, high-waisted all the absolute way. Who the hell's wearing?
Me too.
You can't wear hipster now. It's just not.
But I hated that era. I hated the hipster jeans.
Yeah, it just isn't. It's funny because I did a jean edit yesterday and I spoke about this, how like 20 years ago we were all wearing hipsters. But I said, I'm so glad that everything's come high-waisted now. It's just so flattering.
It was just horrendous. And you could see people's butt cracks hanging out. And then if you had any sort of meat around your hips, it would just stick out the sides.
It was a nightmare.
Awful.
That we all got herded into, yeah.
I tell you who loved hipster jeans, because I used to DJ for All Saints. That was their look, wasn't it?
They did.
That was their look.
Hipster crop top.
Oh yeah, I know.
My thing.
It's not for. It's for like 0.111% of the population. That look. Okay, Moschino or Chanel?
Oh, Chanel all the way. Come on.
Oh. No, I'm Moschino. I love a Chanel, don't get me wrong.
No, but this is kind of because Chanel, do you know what it is about Chanel? It's just so unattached, really. Do you know what I mean? It's difficult to get a Chanel. You know, if you get Chanel, you're really lucky. Whereas you can just about do a Moschino. Do you know what I mean?
Moschino is no joke though. Their prices are like
really
high these days. Yeah.
Oh, maybe yeah. I think.
They're on a par nowadays. They're on a par. It's not like back in the day when we used to garage rave.
Yeah, the Moschino belt. Do you know what it is? I think Chanel just appeals to my classic side.
Of course, yeah.
Classic than that.
Yeah.
Yes,
I get it. Okay, face beat or natural chic?
I've got to be honest. I've always been a natural girl, but I don't mind a bit of face beat right now. Yeah.
I will take all the help, all the potions, all the lotions.
Yeah.
Mascara, lengthening, whatever. Yeah. I just draw the line at injectables. What are they called? Fillers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm scared of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe. I'm not ruling it out. Okay, Selfridges or Harvey Nicks?
Selfridges because my sister-in-law works there.
Ooh, does that mean you get discounts? Oh my gosh. Amazing. My heart is beating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer Selfridges as well. It's just cooler, I think.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Harvey Nicks, do you know what it is? I live on the Central line, so Selfridges is on my line. And Harvey
Oh,
Nicks,
nice.
I'd have to change, so it just didn't
Oh,
make
yeah.
sense.
No one got time for that. Bougie brunch or rave till the cops come?
Yeah, I've definitely, it's funny that you're asking these questions because I've definitely changed. I would say rave till the cops come. That's kind of me in my heart. But realistically, I think a boozy brunch is quite nice now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Not handle
I'd
it.
like to do a bit of both. I think when you go out for a boozy brunch, you might end up just out until the cops come anyway.
Yes. Roll through.
Once I'm out, it's hard to get me home. It's just getting out that's the problem sometimes. Okay, wine and go down or disco crown?
Wine and go down.
Yeah, I think me too, in my heart. In my heart. Really, I would love to have been at Studio 54, but in my heart, I'm more bashment.
Yeah, I'm a bit of both. I love dancing, so I'm a bit of both. But
Me too.
But I always love to wine and go down.
Okay, so last question. Netflix and chill or sleep and vitamin pill?
Unfortunately, I'd say sleep and vitamin pill at the minute. I'm massively into vitamins, and I need my
Me
sleep.
too.
Yeah, that's where we are.
Me too.
Oh wow!
What happened?
What has happened to us?
We've changed, Karen. We've changed.
Who even are you?
I know, right? That is the one thing about the last few months and lockdown. I don't think I've ever slept so much in my life.
But you were
Like
sick. Got sick.
Yeah, I got corona twice, they think.
Twice?
From touring. Yeah, and they say even though you've had it twice, you can still have no antibodies. Yay. So yeah, it's been a really hard slog, and I've got what they call long COVID now. But every day's different. So yeah, you can hear like my breathing and my voice. I couldn't even do lives properly before, so I wasn't talking that much because my breathing and capacity and lung capacity is just gone. And then I was getting heart palpitations, and it's been horrendous. I don't want to dwell. It's caught it obviously because we're on the front line and touring. So yeah, it's been a bit challenging, but the one thing, I'm sleeping basically, so that's a good thing. They say with corona, don't try and do too much. With long COVID, don't try and force yourself to do too much exercise or anything, because it actually has a worse effect and you get worse. The best thing you can do is rest.
I didn't know long COVID was a thing.
Yeah, especially if you had what I had, which is viral loading, where you've had multiple strains of it. Like the doctors and nurses, they were exposed to like not just one strain, but another strain, then another strain. And so they would get it way worse. Whereas if you just got one strain, you'd probably be all right, unless you've got underlying health conditions. But my doctor's like, you definitely had viral loading and now you've got long COVID. So yeah, and she said, be very careful because you can still get another strain of it. So it's not like your immunity lasts at all. So yeah, I'm quite happy that they're not opening up clubs and stuff yet. As much as I miss it, I wouldn't wish it on anybody at all. And I know too many DJs that have had it. And
really?
you know, like Ronnie Harrell, he was in hospital, Matt White, loads of people had it. Yeah, so yeah, I don't want to make this doom and gloom because look, I'm okay. But yeah, I have been sleeping a lot this year, and that's been quite a welcome thing, really.
I'm so glad that, listen, I'm so glad you're in this place that you are now. Do you know what I mean? Because I remember messaging you at the beginning of lockdown and you were really not well. So.
Oh no, I wasn't well at all after Mums at Rave, and then I went on tour with Khalees, and about a week after the tour got cut, that's when I really got sick, and my partner was really sick, and then his uncle passed away, and it was just like one thing after another. But when I started doing some DJ lives, probably like maybe 2 months into lockdown, I still couldn't speak properly. Like if you spoke to me, my voice would just give out. It still does sometimes, and I'd be grasping for breath. So I wasn't talking that much on the mic. So this is like big progress for me.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm working on it every day. So yeah,
I mean,
we're getting there.
You do exercise?
Yeah, but I'm so exhausted. It's like having ME or fibromyalgia, one of those kind of diseases, which is that exercise can actually make it way worse. And then even if I do the school run twice a day and a dog walk some days,
that's it.
I actually can't cope. I'll be absolutely exhausted for like the whole next day or 2 days to come. So you've got to be really careful. But they've told, my doctor was like, don't be doing any crazy exercise right now. Just go out walking. I couldn't walk from one room to another. That's how bad it was. Wow. And then walking like down the street was a big thing when I could finally do that again. So yeah. Wow. But you know, I don't have any underlying health issues. I'm strong. I would be doing 2 flights a day and getting on stage, having 2 hours sleep and going to the next gig on tour and stuff. So it's not like I was, I don't know, like someone that you'd say, oh yeah, they'll be struck down by it. But I just think it shows that it could hit anyone really.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's try and keep it happy. But thank you for asking, because honestly, only a few people kind of checked on me when we were really, really ill. Khalees was checking on me every day from LA, and my friend and my other best friend in LA. But, you know, I probably didn't tell people how bad it was. But yeah, thank you so much for asking. And thanks for coming on.
You're so welcome.
It's been amazing.
Giving me a reason to put my makeup on and, you know, put one of my
I'm loving this colour. We kind of colour coordinated, which is strange.
Looking lovely. It's looking very nice, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely wouldn't have put my makeup on today and got this out the wardrobe. So at least this has got another wear. Because I think.
And where can we find you on like socials and website and all that, so that everyone can check you?
Oh, I'm just Karen Williams stylist. If you just put Karen Williams, I usually come up. And yeah, I'm, you know, on there most days. My website's in my bio. I've not been great on my website lately. I need to be writing some more blogs and stuff. But yeah, no, I'm about, yeah. Hopefully,
and people can search your fashion blogs, because you were saying you wrote a couple of fashion blogs. Yeah,
no, I've written a few, but they're not so much about fashion. They're more about kind of the well-being side.
Okay.
Of stuff, you know, just so yeah. But that's on my website in the blog section.
Perfect.
So yeah, but yeah, that's it. Just keep going, keep being positive, keep cracking on. What can I say?
Amazing. So listen, thanks so much for coming on. You've been a fantastic guest. Oh, I'm just so happy that I got a response from you and you said yes to doing this. Because I'm really just winging it right now. We're just going to see how the format goes. Because, you know, Instagram and Facebook have banned DJ lives, right? So they take us down if we play tunes. Like if record company bots hear us and stuff, they'll take you down. So I've been doing lives, but playing my own records. But yeah, so hence why I'm not doing Mums at Raves on here. But I thought it'd be good to get like more panel talks and stuff. So yeah, thank you.
So nice, it really has. I don't feel like I'm you know, I'm a very social person, and I'm used to kind of going out and chatting with people. So yeah, I think these are lovely, to be honest. So it's just nice to chat with you regardless of who joins us. So yeah.
I know, right? Okay, so we're gonna say goodbye.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. We love you guys. Karen is the best. She's amazing.
Thank you so much for having me, Nikki.
No problem. Love you lots. Thank you so much. I'm going to end this now.
See you later.